Hello, welcome to the Audio Chronicles. I'm Shale, and today we're diving deeper into End of You by Amy Lee, Poppy, and Courtney LaPlante. So after reacting to the song End of You by Amy Lee of Evanescence, Courtney LaPlante of Spiritbox, and Poppy, and really dug the tune a lot, I needed to go back and listen to it again. So I decided to dig a little deeper than just listening to it one more time. I decided to take it to the next level, and I've loaded it into my DAW, D-A-W. That's short for Digital Audio Workstation. And people like myself, musicians and such, we use it for recording and editing music. And today I have used it to take apart the various instruments and vocals. And we're going to do a little bit of a deeper dive into separating them all apart and listening to what's going on. So let's go. So here we are. We've got it pulled up and separated. So we have the vocals, which I was not able to separate into their individual components. I worked on it for a bit. It just wasn't quite sounding the way I wanted, so I left it alone. It should work for the most part, though. You'll see. And then we've got the keyboards and synthesizers, the guitars, and the drums. And then got the video. So let's go. We're just going to start right into it. Now, we have heard the song, so I know what to expect. But we're going to tear it apart a little bit and dissect it and, like I say, do a deep dive. So let's go.
I toil in silence, don't know where my mind is, numb from the shock of it all. Cut myself open, but I wasn't broken, tried to fix what wasn't wrong. Can you feel it taking over? I know I'm not alone. If I must go, the waves should drag me out.
So that's Amy on her own. Let's just back that up again, shall we? Let's pull everybody back in. We are going to start that off at this point.
I toil in silence, don't know where my mind is, numb from the shock of it.
Or just synths.
I wasn't broken, tried to fix what wasn't wrong. Can you feel it taking over? I know I'm not alone.
And cover the drums.
I was kept so close. Go, the waves should drag me out. When every lie was.
So what does she sound like on her own there? Let's just back up a touch here, shall we? Pull up Miss Amy Lee on her own and
Go, the waves should drag me out. When every lie was kept so close, burned by the game for what I chose.
there's at least 2 or 3 layers of her voice in there. Different pitches and harmonies. They're mixed into different spots in and around in the stereo spectrum. If you got headphones, put them on for this one. There's a lot going on in the background.
Go, the waves should drag me out. When every lie was kept so close, burned by the game for what I chose. Now you're tossing and turning, not pulling, not plug on my dream. 'Cause the end of you is the start of life for me.
So let's bring back the band on that one and see how that sounds all mixed together.
When every lie was kept so close, burned by the game for what I chose. Now you're tossing and turning, not pulling, not plug on my dream. 'Cause the end of you is the start of life for me.
I always like that breakdown. Let's hear that again. Shall we?
Start of life for me.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say that these are programmed drums. I want to hear that again. Not a judgment, just an observation.
Life for me.
Most likely. Let me know if I'm wrong, though, would you? I know that Jordan Fish did the production on this. He's known for being in Bring Me the Horizon, done a lot of production work and writing, excellent engineer. Mike Stringer from Spiritbox is doing the guitar duties, but I haven't seen any sign of a drummer, so I'm thinking that might be a machine, or programming more specifically. And again, not a bad thing.
Life for me. Life for me. How is that to know? Crystalline castles turn to dust in the palm of your hand. But I'm wide awake this time, burning down to find nothing inside. Can you?
So we got Poppy in there now. Let's see what she sounds like on her own.
How is that to know? Crystalline castles turn to dust in the palm of your hand. But I'm wide awake this time, burning down to find nothing inside. Can you feel it taking over?
That part caught me off guard. I wasn't sure what I heard the first time around. Do y'all notice that? There's a couple extra layers going on there. There's a very deep, detuned, auto-tuned, as they would say, affected voice that they've added in. That's interesting. I wondered about that the first time I heard it. Thought my mind was playing tricks on me. Let's back that up.
I'm back at the edge again. When every lie was kept so close, burned by the gable.
Hold on, let's back up a little bit more than that. I think we missed it.
Dust in the palm of your hand. But I'm wide awake this time, burning down to find nothing inside. Can you feel it taking over? I feel it creeping in. I'm back at the
Creepy. One more time.
feel it taking over. I feel it creeping in. I'm back at
Very interesting. The things they do in the studio, just for a single moment, just for an effect.
feel it taking over. I feel it creeping in. I'm back at the edge again. When every lie was kept so close, burned by the gable one I chose. Now your heart singing, turning, I'm pulling the plug on the tree.
That is the sickest I've heard in a long time. What is Courtney doing? Shall we?
The sound of life for me! My innocence was blind, now I can finally see! The sound of life for me!
Again, I think there's at least 3 layers of Courtney's vocals stacked in there, split throughout the stereo spectrum to create that sound. What a singer.
You make me feel so wide awake for good this time. You are an echo of a dream as it fades from my mind. Wide awake.
Let's see what Courtney's doing there.
You make me feel so wide awake for good this time. You are an echo of a dream as it fades from my mind. Wide awake for good this time. I can finally let go of the shame.
Yeah, and Amy sneaking in there just above. There's the two of them. That's what I wondered.
Wide awake for good this time. I can finally let go of the shame as I claim a new life. Sing from a fractured lullaby, innocence draining from our eyes. All I wanted was stolen. I hate all that I believe.
Wow. I am so glad I did this. This is fun. This is cool. All right, let's bring the band in here. Let's hear that part again, shall we?
Sing from a fractured lullaby, innocence draining from our eyes. All I wanted was stolen. I hate all that I believed.
What's going on in there? Let's back that up, shall we?
You're tossing and turning, I'm pulling the plug on the tree.
Hold on. Let's hear this. Throw in some guitar.
You're tossing and turning, I'm pulling the plug on the tree. 'Cause the end of you is the start of life for me.
Let's back that up a little, shall we?
You're tossing and turning, I'm pulling the plug on the tree. 'Cause the end of you is the start of life for me.
Well, there we go. That was fun. Just a quick little journey under the hood, see what this song looks like when we peel back the layers a little bit. Not like an onion,
No! Layers! Onions have layers.
but it does have layers. So, was that fun? Did you enjoy that? I know I did. Do you want to do more videos like this where we look deeper inside the song, break things apart, and see what it took to make it? Let me know in the comments, would you? In the meantime, until the next time, I'll see you again.